Hey, what's up, Dean? Sear Performance. We're at the shop, and we're working on the chicken, the Smurf chicken. um, yep. Yesterday, I basically got all the pie cuts done. Started grinding them and chucking them in the box. Got the bottle, and then last night we got these are the not open parts. Oh, and packages. Hold please. The sensor for the transmission temp. These are PQYs, and they have no data for the ohms, but I'm gonna try and base them off of one of the autometer settings and kind of go through and see. But in order to put that in, I have to drill and tap the pan, which I'm not gonna do until the truck's on the lift. I got the belt. I got the crushed intake temp sensor. Like literally this thing came crushed in the box. So, but the sensor's fine. Yep, come on. So the 3/8 MPT style sensor, made in China. I can't remember the Delco number on that, but I got the bungs, I got the new transmission cooler, and the oil filter housing to relocate the oil filter, which was confusing that it came. I assume this would screw onto the block. Yeah, this screws onto the block, and then this would mount somewhere with this bracket, and then it has two ports, which would be nice. So you got your inlet and return, which is not marked, but that's okay. So inlet and return. So this is another made in China. I don't know what brand it is. Yeah, you know it's good quality stuff when they don't even put the brand on there, but whatever. It'll work. It's got two -10 ORB fittings, and what I'm thinking is I'm gonna mount it. I'm gonna mount it somewhere right here off this tube, and I'll probably weld that bracket right to the tube, or maybe bolt it into this forward bracket. But I kind of want the filter to be horizontal, and then that'll give me a feed port for the turbo. And probably what I'm going to do is feed it from the outlet port. So these two fittings go in the same spot. Brilliant. Yeah, they go in the same spot, so never mind on that. It doesn't matter which one I use, but that'll be my turbo feed, so I don't have to figure out like off the back of the block. A lot of times what I do is I take the oil sensor out, I put like a short nipple in there, put a T, put the sensor back in, then feed the dash 4 all the way around. Now I won't have to do that. I'll be able to feed it from over here and kind of keep the line tucked away from all the exhaust and everything. So yeah, those are the pieces I got. What I'm gonna do right now, so that I get a good head start, hopefully get it done today, at least tacked up. It doesn't necessarily have to be fully welded, but I'll probably be able to fully weld it out today. I'm gonna start the downpipe. I'm gonna take a break from all the wiring and fussing with everything. Yeah, Jeff's been yelling at me about the dirty dashboard that his painter dirtied up. But he left a ton of Armor All wipes. You know, real nice of him. No, I don't mind doing it. I'll wipe it down because every time you touch it, you get filthy from it. So, get the downpipe done. If I get that done, then I'll mount the oil filter. I'm going to throw the belt on because that's simple and makes it look like I actually did something when I really didn't. What? Sorry. You know, there's not a good day. There's not a day that I don't get, not for nothing. That was for a spark plug thread tool because he fucked up spark plug, so he come over here, save me. Bobby's the same way. I don't know if anybody knows Bobby. He's from the island. Nobody likes him. Definitely nobody likes him. But yeah, so I'm gonna get back to work. Maybe. I'm gonna try and get the downpipe done today. And if I get the downpipe done today, we'll be in good shape. So yeah, I'm gonna get as much done as I can. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so where I'm at, I got the belt on, got the tensioner welded. Tensioner's all welded out, tightened up. Shit, nice and tight, twing, twing. Locked down, so that's done, and it stayed really straight with the balancer, which is good. A lot of times what happens is when I use that style tensioner and just use one bolt, it tends to like turn the alternator pulley a little bit because it tries to push and the belt doesn't want to, you know, whatever. So they usually don't tend to stay too straight, but started working on the downpipe. So I made a 90, and these are cut at 9 degrees instead of 7.5 degrees, which I don't know if 7.5 degrees works out. 6 times 7 is 42, 45. Yeah, it does work out. So 7.5 degrees works out, but you need 6 pieces to make a 90, whereas 9 degrees, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 makes a 90. So you can see off the flange, this here to that one there is 90. So I did that. Then I measured. It has to have a straight, which kind of sucks with the look of pie cuts, but it's a small piece, so it's not bad. And then what I did was I made just under a 90, like with tape, and held it in there down, and it didn't work. And then I turned this up, it didn't work, so I decided to roll it and bring it horizontal. So that's why it's not a full 90, because this comes down on an angle, and then it comes out to horizontal and almost goes like parallel. Then I did the same 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. And I clocked them a little bit different. Just each one's just a hair different to roll it away from the tire. I cut this part out that went down. It's that piece there. So I cut that out, and that tucks it in. Now I'm probably gonna go one more turn toward the inside of the truck and then start rolling the 90. I'll probably make another 90, or a little less than a 90, and kind of come out on a downward angle, just a hair of a downward angle. Then I'll make another 90, and it's gonna be kind of a teardrop. I'm gonna try to do a teardrop. I don't really necessarily do a lot of those. I did them on the Capri for the hood exit, but yeah, so I'm gonna make a 90 and kind of draw on it. a bunch of times and see what looks good, and then I'll cut it out nice and slow and try and get the best, whatever you want to call it, teardrop or whatever kind of look that you want to call it. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep working on that. It's about 2:45 right now. I got all that stuff done. I also grabbed the 10 PTFE, a bunch of the 10 fittings, and like line holders. I got the oil filter housing over here, a couple of dash 4 line fittings, the dash 4 PTFE line, the 90 on the turbo. So I know I have the fittings for the feed. I do think I need to get another 1090 because I also have to do the drain for the turbo. So I think I need to get a 90 for the drain and another 90 for the pan over there, but I have a few 45s, so I need one on the turbo, and then that's all I have. I have one more. I might be able to, yeah, I don't think so. So I probably need to get like another 90. I have to look. I don't mind ordering a bunch of fittings, but I have to look. That's all. I have to look and see, because the fittings are on the bottom of the pan. Oh, that's not the pan, that's the block. They're at the bottom of the pan over there, so I'll most likely need two 90s to come forward on that line. I don't think 45s would cut it. So I'm gonna need two 90s to bring those lines up and over to here where I put the housing. I also have to order the dash 4 to go in the block. Well, I've already ordered the dash 4 to go in the block. I knew I needed that when I put it in there. I ordered it. So I'm gonna order, I'll probably order two 90s. Maybe like 4 90s or something, because I also have to do the valve cover. What's it called? Like what would normally go to a catch can, but we're gonna do like a breather tank in the bed. So I'm gonna make a tank, a dual compartment tank in the bed. One's gonna house the ice and water for the intercooler, and one will be like what they call a burn down tank. And that's where the valve cover lines will come to. So I'm gonna keep working on all this and update when I'm done. Cool. All right, I am about slap wore out. It's 10 after 6. Got it done. Don't mind the gap, because like I said, I have to build the tabs to scoot that back on the bottom inside there, because those tabs are missing and they're not in the aluminum piece of crap. But that's the hole where it's going to come out. So I have to just clean up the edge a little bit just to get it a little bit bigger. Oh damn, that's the front of the truck. I just got to clean up the edge a little bit, it's big enough. Wow, that bitch is hot. It's big enough that it moves around, which I might just leave it like that. It's cleaned up. I don't know, I'm fucking mumbling now. I want to get the hell out of here. You know, I made it nice and round. I used this piece of pipe, and I drew the circle with the marker like sitting flat, so it was about 1/8 of an inch bigger all the way around. But yeah, it's done. I got the O2 bung welded in. I decided to do it here because this harness is so long that so yeah, but the harness is long enough. I mean, that's the extension from that plug to that plug, and then this cord goes all the way down, wraps under, whatever. So this will be fed from underneath and go like that, and then I'll probably have a loop stuck to here, maybe. But you can see how much of this harness is here. So I could probably even pull that out and go around and come down the fender and over to it if I wanted to. But the bung is in, it's done. I didn't get to the wastegates, which is okay, but there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21 of the pie cuts. Those are the ones with the sticker left on it. That's what's left over out of a 5-foot piece. So 21 plus an angle. The end of this pipe has a 9-inch angle. This was the this is the very end of the pipe where it doesn't fit in the vise of the saw. So this is the very end of the pipe. So it has the same 9-degree angle on it, but it's just a little piece of straight that I put on there. I also cut the bottom of the fenders off right there, and that way I can mount the bumper, which I did. That one, the nut cert was ripped out by the painter. So where is it? Yep. Down in there, there's a nut. There it is. There's a nut on top of the bolt. This one, the nut cert is still good right there, but I think I'm gonna possibly pop that one out and put a nut so that the two sides are the same. Regardless, the bumper's mounted. For the most part, the bumper's mounted. I got to do these 2 holes here to mount it into the piece. Attach the bottom of the grill from here back to there, which, man, that thing doesn't want to push for some reason. There it goes. Yeah, so see that, that'll close up that gap. Come away. Once I do that. And then I gotta get screws because Jeff stole the screws. Hiya. Yeah, so I mean, this pipe, getting this downpipe done in a day, sort of in a day, that's a lot. That's huge. So one more last look. As far as me, it's Wednesday. Tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. We're at the airport on a flight to Jamaica. I'm gone. Don't text me. Don't call me. You can comment on the YouTube video. Comment on any of the videos. I don't mind that, but do not call me or text me. I will not answer or reply. So I appreciate you watching. Appreciate you subscribing. Those who haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified of new videos. Leave me a comment. Have a good day.